It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wild card game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Craig. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw it. Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down, Jaguars.
Ready? Take you down. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got that left. Two jet bombers. Two jet bombers.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete here.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
It's 3rd down.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. gun, Minshew to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
29 is the Mike 29. Up, up. Hurry, hurry. 29 is the Mike 29.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
29 is the Mike 29. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this 1st series. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Run. Tighten up. Regular. Watch out.
Here's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
44's the mic. Check.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. Well, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Browns, first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Hey, alert 33. Alert. 44's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. 44's the mic.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Hurry. Run.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again.
Mayfield sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
King. What we got?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 score line as they begin with a 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. He'll buy some time right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Hit it.
50, Max, 50. Coming up to you. Coming up to you. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Lots of twist. Lots of twist.
Time go. Through draw, perfect.
Kill. Check.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Switch. Check. Crunch.
Yep.
Check 31.
From the 41, Minshew escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right? And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Check pilot. 64.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Minshew with a throw caught by Eifert, the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. It'll be Minshew again. And Eifert has him. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
To throw again on second down. Minshew got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Browns 3. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
3rd down and 4.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
29 is the Mike 29. Cover. 29 is the
Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's
on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Mayfield. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Brings up third and a yard.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Let's go one more. 44, 44.
King, king, king.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Switch, switch, switch.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike 29. Throw. 20. Mike 29. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Check 43.
Up, Nelson.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way.
And that'll set them back 5. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurry,
To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And Josh Allen, his second sack of the night.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Ready? 90, walk.
They'll run on first down. It's Craig. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
The stop.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Craig, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Minshew. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game, right? In baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if some...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Browns 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Hustle, hustle.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Jaguar first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Hey, stand up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Mayfield to throw it. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Browns 3.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And again, it's Chubb. And And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 58 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Lambo on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Browns 3. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We ready.
180. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right.
SOS.
Now Mayfield. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They'll take over.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
61, matchbox lights. Show it up, show it up. Slam. Hey, high 7. 5.
They'll run here with Robinson. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check nickel. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Yo, faster.
Hey, turn it out. Shaz. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down. Tonight's final score, Jaguars.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.